Welcome back to It's Not Junk TV. My name is Jarvis, and we're back for part B, part 1.5, part something here of this casting this marquee piece for this antique slot machine. Uh, if you've not seen the last episode where I kind of started this process, I suggest you go do it because it's free and it's pretty cool. You'll get to see the whole machine, all the pieces and everything I've got, and it'll get you caught up. But if you just don't have time, I started off with just a shadow on the case. I ended up making a clay model. Carved it with all the details that it needs. So we're at that. Make sure I got you in frame here. So this is my Sculpey clay piece that I made. Tried casting this in sand in the last video. Did not have any luck whatsoever. It will not take those fine details, not the sand I got, and I sifted it down as fine as a sifter as I can locally buy. I'm sure I could order some stuff, but that's not typically my MO of doing things. I don't typically just go on Amazon, order $1,000 worth of stuff and say, well, if I need it, I got it. Nah, I kind of just use what I have and find it as I go. So what I thought I'd do was do a lost wax casting type process on it. So I went through the ordeal of, look, it's stuck. Use them. So I made a latex mold. I ought to put that in there too. I should tell you. Did a latex mold of my original clay model that I made, and that's just tube latex that you buy at the hardware with a little bit of dish soap mixed into it. So that ended up with a nice mold that way. Then I was able to make this wax mold. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with it just yet. I was going to do a lost wax casting type method, and an issue again is I need a really fine silica sand. None of the supply houses that are anywhere near here have it, and I'm impatient and I don't feel like waiting for it. So I was reading, and I'm pretty sure this silicone that I used will be able to take the heat of this type metal that I'm using, and that's what it's called, type metal. It's what they would have made letters for printing newspapers and stuff out of. When they'd have made that typeset, they would have used type metal. That's what it's called. So that's what I'm going to cast this out of because it melts really low. It's a little stronger than the other lead alloy, not platinum. It'll come to me in a minute, and I'll splurt it out like a fool. But it's a little bit stronger than that, not as flexible. I want something that's going to mimic, because the originals were cast iron, and I can't make cast iron. Not here in my backyard. I don't have a crucible and a foundry and all that goodness. But this I'll be able to do with just a pot and a little small fire torch if I need to heat this metal up, because this thing gets 350, 360, and it's molten enough. But I think I'm going to sacrifice this silicone mold and see if it'll hold up. As far as what the Googles is saying, it's saying that it'll degrade the mold, so you might only get 1 or 2 pours. I'm not worried about that. I need 1. If I can get this out of here with the detail in it, close enough that I can take a Dremel and clean it up, that's what we're going for. Whether or not I can get it pristine in the pour is not a concern. It's metal. I can take burrs and clean it up. So I've got the metal starting to get hot. Once it gets down to where we're at pour, we'll move in closer, and I guess we'll pour this and see how this silicone mold, it may burst up into flames. Guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, the Googs also said to make sure to powder this up. It helps the metal flow into the detail. So I've done it once. I'll probably go through, brush it down, and end up doing it again, just to be sure. Recording? All right. Let's see what this does. It might melt everything. Oh, it'll be messy. Oh, water. a little moisture. It seems to be holding up though. Oh boy. Like I say, I don't care if the back's a little bit puffy. I'll take it out there to a belt sander and clean it up. That may be too puffy. I don't know. I'll let her sit and cool now. That's all we can do. Let's see what it turns out like. Ooh, I need somewhere to sit this. It's hot. Alright, let me let this thing cool off and I'll bring you back and we'll unmold it. Alright, we've had us a safety meeting and let this cool down real good. I guess it's time to see if it actually took detail, if it poured, or it doesn't look like it messed up my silicone mold any. So I guess all there's left to do is take this thing up. Wow, there's a lot of metal, more metal in that than I thought. You see I used Play-Doh to level this thing out. Get this back out of the way. Flip it over. Y'all are gonna see it as I see it. Let's see if it took. I think so. I think it's I think it can be cleaned up. I think I can straighten, because this is a softer metal. The back's definitely gonna have to be squared up. I over poured it a bit, but it's solid. It's got weight to it. There's a little spot right in here where it didn't quite pour right. It messed up its detail, but I bet you I can use something to fill it in, because this is gonna get painted anyway, so it really, the exterior surface. But unless I get the cleaning on it and don't think that it's, if I can get some of these areas cleaned up, which I think I can. The only real area I see that I'm concerned about is right here. But I bet you I can use a little JB Weld to build that up. Well, that part of it, I think I'm going to try working on it. So we'll get set up and we'll start grinding and cleaning on this thing. And I can see if I can get it flat, because somehow it ended up a little warped. But I think we can get it. We've got something we can work with anyway.